I live in Miami. God, I love this city. Been here for 2 years now, but it was not here where I learned the truth about women. Yep, that's me. Enjoying the view and ready to change your life because, believe me, after this video, you will never be the same. If you're a man who has no idea how to talk to a beautiful woman, or maybe she left and you don't know why, or you have some girls but the one that you actually like never pays attention, don't worry, welcome. My name is Magno and I'm good at 3 things: videos, music, and women. And in this channel, I will use those things to make you good at just one: women. Four years ago, I wouldn't have shared any of this with anyone. My mindset was every man for himself. I believe that the fewer men who knew how to master seduction, the more women there will be for me. And technically, that's true. But something changed. 2 years ago, I received Jesus in my heart. And today I feel that God's called me to serve somehow. And I truly believe that the most powerful way I can help humanity is by sharing this wisdom that I've learned and perfected over the past 8 years. A wisdom that isn't mine. It was given to me after nights of suffering and prayers, begging for understanding in a situation that I was trying so hard, doing my best to do things right, but I was doing everything wrong and losing myself in the process. And now I understand that my peace of mind, my personal success, and the fulfillment that I've found, even in a city like Miami, it all comes from God and my understanding, perfect understanding of women. Now listen carefully. Any man that actually pays attention to what I'm about to share in this channel will be a man who never hates a woman again. A man who will stop living in lies and will start living in his truth. And very importantly, a man who will understand that if she somehow use you or manipulate you at some point of your past, it only happened because you put yourself in a position that made it possible. For you to understand women, we need to go to the root of the flower. Today, the word woman exists. They are sophisticated, independent, and many times they'll say things like, I don't want to meet nobody right now. I'm focused on my career, my goals. And that might be true, but that's their brain talking. Now, there is another side of her, a side that's been around since the beginning of times. And that's the side we actually care about, the female side. That's the side we care about because it's the side that controls attraction and it's not triggered by the brain. It's triggered by instinct. This side of her, it is your best friend or your worst enemy, depending on how you behave. So let's answer the big question. What attracts women today? And the answer is simple. The same exact things that always attracted females since the beginning of times. Since those times that we used to walk in packs and live in caves. 3 things. First, good genetics. Second, protection and provision. And third, privilege, position, or status in the pact. So, who used to have that in those times? The pack leader. They were the stronger, the healthier, the ones who control the resources, the ones who could protect and provide. So guess what? The pack leaders had the best females because they were the top representation, again, of good genetics, protection, resources control, and higher status in the pack. Conclusion, answering the big question. Females are by instinct attracted to pack leaders or the equivalent in any time, place, or civilization. This is how our diagram starts. The woman, female side, is attracted to a pack leader or the equivalent. This diagram eventually will become our formula, but let's go step by step. But, and this is important, she's not just attracted to a pack leader. She's attracted to a pack leader that's willing to use his resources and his position to protect her and provide for her. So, this is what she really wants. The real answer to the first question. Females want a pack leader who chooses her. She's already attracted to a pack leader, but she wants a pack leader that chooses her. So, how do we translate that to present world? The beauty of our time is that you don't have to be a pack leader. You just need to look like one and behave like one. And this is the key. Every quality, every resource, every behavior that you build or acquire that bring you closer to look or behave like a pack leader, we will call it value. Okay, so everything that makes you a pack leader is value. That's why we put it on the pack leader side. But remember, we said a pack leader that chooses her, right? So every action or behavior that shows her that you're willing to protect her or provide for her, that shows her that you're actually paying attention to her, or shows her somehow that you are choosing her, we will call it love. What makes you a pack leader is value, but what makes you choose her is love. Now pay close attention to the next pillar. First, you have to be a pack leader in order for her wanting you to choose her, which means first you have to have value in order for her to feel attracted to you and want to receive love actions from you. First, she needs to feel the attraction and then she wants the attention. That's the order and never the other way. Now, here's the thing. How do you know that she's already attracted to you and ready to receive and appreciate your attention? Well, there is a middle ground between you being a pack leader and having love actions towards her. This middle ground is the secret that gives you the measure of how much of attention she is ready to receive from you. And once you understand this secret, you will never again waste love or attention with a wrong woman that's not ready to receive them or simply don't want them. We're gonna call this middle ground bridge. It is only created by her through her actions and signals once she's attracted to you. Okay, so value, love, and in the middle bridge. Value, bridge, love. If we take out our historical diagram, we have a formula. Our seduction formula, and pay very careful attention here because everything that occurs in between you and a woman always will have something to do with value, bridge, love. But before getting a little bit deeper on this, let's just keep talking about bridge. It will become bigger and bigger as her attraction grows and will justify you going from being a pack leader to being a pack leader that chooses her. That's why your love actions will be directly proportional to how big or small the bridge is. And from there, you will escalate the connection. And if for some reason she closes the bridge, your love actions stop. If she closes the bridge, that means that she's not attracted to you anymore, which means your value went down. There's nothing to choose right now, so you cannot be focused on choosing her. You have to be focused on increase your value so she is attracted to you again. With that being said, let's talk about value. Well, value is all about you and your first move. Yes, the first move is also value because pack leaders always went for what they like or what they want. They were conquerors. So the fact that you have the courage to make the first move on her, being a beautiful woman, believe me, is a sign of value and takes you out of the pack. So, how you look, how healthy you are, how healthy you look, how you behave, what you have, including your money and the things that you can do with it, what you project in person, how comfortable you are being in control if you actually feel like it or you actually are, who you surround with, what car you drive, who are your friends, where you hang out, how good you look in social media. Everything is value. Everything that takes you closer to be a pack leader of today is value. And believe me, in the world of value, every quality you have counts. And it counts because the more value you have, the more of a pack leader you are, the more attractive you are. So value makes you a pack leader, value makes you attractive. The more value you have, the more attractive you are. If I will put an example of the real world right now, the present world, 100% value man, this will be a fair example, at least in the picture. We know he has money, we know he looks good, healthy, fit. He will be like a 100% attractive man to any woman. Now let's put a more realistic example of a normal man, which I will rate in like a 50% of value, which means 50% attractive, very average person. This will be the guy. We don't know if he has money, we don't know has some type of value that will make him attractive, but in this picture, he's just not attractive. He's very average. Now, if we start working out, different outfit, and a better haircut, he will increase for sure his value. Don't believe me? Let me explain you why I say this. This guy went from being like a first 60 to be crazy 95, maybe 100 only by changing his haircut and getting strong. So never take for granted how much you can increase your value by only focusing in your first impression value, appearance. Value is a very wide world, so I decided to divide it in 3 groups. The first one will be appearance, confidence, and first move. The second will be comfortable company and sex skills. And the third will be money and success. Why? The first is the one that you can actually start working on since right now. It only depends on you. The second will be something that you have to practice with women. Okay, so it's a little bit harder because you need to have at least one woman to practice both of them. And the third will be the hardest one because it takes time to actually get money and success. But if you already have the third and you don't have the first one, for example, you need to know that they will be attracted to you only for your money or your success. But if you use your third group to boost your first one and your second, then you'll be unstoppable value-wise. This is a very important thing. Money is value, but value is not just money. If you have money, that's a big, huge part of your value. It represents your capacity to provide, it represents your control of resources. But if money is the only value you have, then you need to understand this. The only reason she's with you is because of your money. So as I said, value is not just money. It's everything that brings you closer to be a pack leader. So as a man, you need to build the other pillars too. First, project good genetics. Look healthy and in shape. Believe me, this triggers the attraction. It's sexually triggering. If you cannot be like really fit, work to look the best you can. Go to the gym because you know that projecting good genetics is attractive. Second, behave with confidence. Grounded, be comfortable with being in control. That makes you a pack leader. That shows her that you're comfortable. And third, be a good lover. It's not an option, it's a must. If you want to be successful with women, you need to make her fly in the bedroom. You need to make her remember you and think about it and have flashback thinking about it. Because if you cannot dominate behind closed doors, how could you ever dominate life situations by her side? She wants and she needs to feel that you are her man. And believe me, you get that by killing the bed. So, yes, value is the first, most important pillar, is the brick of the house. But building a connection with her, that's the act of putting those bricks together and actually building the house. So, while value is all about you and your first move, bridge is all about her and her actions and signals after she feels attracted to you. This is the stage where she starts reacting. Subtle ways, explicit ways, smile, goofiness, everything, every small detail that she uses, she's showing you that she's attracted to you, that she wants your attention, that she's willing to earn a place next to you, that she's opening a way for you to step into her and her life. The wild part about this, she doesn't even fully control this because this is her female side reacting to your value by instinct. That's why we call this stage bridge, because her behavior creates a path, a bridge between the value you've been projecting and the love you're now allowed to express. Bridge is the moment where you stop only projecting value, you stop behaving only as a pack leader and start behaving as a pack leader that chooses her in a justified way, in a way that builds a real connection. This is important in any interaction with a woman. If there is attraction on her side, there will be bridges. Okay? Of course, the stronger she's attracted to you, the bigger the bridge will be. So the easiest for you to cross it and to escalate the connection with her. Okay, so value and bridge are the journey, but love is always the destination. It doesn't matter if it's for an hour, for a night, for a weekend, for a week, for a month, for a year, for a lifetime. Value is the first step, bridge is the second, but love is the destination. This is the moment where you reward her, not just with words, but with actions. She already opened the bridge for you, and now you walk through it. This is the land where you escalate the connection. This is where you give her what she already proved she wants from you. And that's why your love actions must be always directly proportional to her bridge actions. Because if you give her less, it's like she opens the door and you just stand there outside. You decline the invitation. Eventually, she will close it. You won't lose value, but you will send a clear message to her. You are not choosing her. Now, and this one is the most important. If you give her more, it's like bargaining into the house uninvited. It's awkward, disrespectful, it's needy, and it's forced. This is one of the worst mistakes a man can make with a woman, because you are giving her something that she hasn't asked for, something that she doesn't want. Remember this, she earns what she wants. She creates a bridge for it, and deep down, She knows she hasn't earned that level of attention from you. She knows she didn't open that door for you. So again, when you try or force to give her your time, your attention, your love, without she creating a bridge to receive it, you are putting her in a position that she doesn't want to be. And that makes her uncomfortable. It feels off. This is very important because this is one of the most common mistakes that men do when they fall in love with a woman. They try so hard to prove that they are choosing her, that they or us, we lose our value in the process. And remember, if you lose your value, you're not a pack leader. And of course, you will receive rejection because you're going in the opposite direction of her natural desire. So you will receive the opposite result. That's why love actions must always follow the bridge. And the bridge will always follow the value. There's no bridge without attraction. It's a formula. Value, bridge, love. Read it always in that order because, like the evolution of the human race, it only makes sense when you respect the order. Save that in your mind and respect that value is what makes you attractive. Bridge is her reaction once she's attracted. She opens doors for you, and love is how you cross that bridge, is how you go through that door. The bigger the bridge, the bigger the love. She crosses the bridge, you stop the love and focus on your value. I will go in deep with every single one of them, value, bridge, love, so you can understand them separately, but they work together. It was my pleasure. Thank you, Father in Heaven, for letting me share this wisdom. This is not a video to watch one time. Watch it as many times you need. In future videos, I will send you back to here because I've been working in this for like 2 to 3 weeks, trying to put everything together so you can understand the whole concept. Thanks for watching. Focus on yourself. Don't blame her. Don't hate on her. It is your fault. You're not being the man that you should be in order for her to be the woman you want her to be. Turn on the notifications. It was my pleasure. See you in the next one. Peace. Yo, if you made it this far, that means you're not like most people. Today, almost nobody finished what they started, but you did, and that's why I have a bonus for you. If you're having any situation with a woman, either a breakup, she left, she's ghosting you, whatever is the case that you want to understand or you want a solution for it, you can DM me through Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. I'm gonna leave it right here. Give me as many details you can, and I'll break down the case for you in future videos, and I'm gonna give you a clear solution for it. Hit me up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Congratulations for staying to the end.